this government was formed with three key goals: to show climate leadership, to reform our health service and our public services, and to provide housing solutions for our people. In that first area, in climate, we next month will have the first auction for offshore energy and set in place the mechanism for us to power our country securely into the future. It's working out for the tens of thousands of Irish people who are starting to switch to this solar revolution because we changed the rules to make that viable, practical and to deliver it. In retrofitting, we're meeting our targets in improving people's homes to protect them against the high energy prices and creating tens of thousands of jobs as we do that. In transport, the facts are that we are one of the few countries who've seen an increase in public transport above the 2019 levels coming out of COVID, because we reduced public transport fares for those under 24 by 50% and everyone else by 20%. The facts are that we have Pathfinder projects which we're now delivering right across the country if we can get support from other parties in local government. But we're delivering an Athlone electric bus service. We delivered in Waterford last month a new sustainable bridge across the shore and moving the train station so we can create housing in the centre of Waterford. That's real, that's happening. In agriculture, since this government was formed, the volume of organic farming, the numbers of people going to organic farming have increased threefold. Pippa Hackett has agreed a new form of forestry where we have a €1.3 million budget. And we are, Malcolm Noonan, in terms of bringing back nature in this country, are delivering. It's real and it's happening, it's the future and it's what we need to focus on rather than getting caught in the back and forward politics here. In health reform, this government showed through COVID that it can work together and it can be flexible and it can be quick. We came out of COVID by any international standard. It was the Irish people did it, but helped by a government managing the way through that. And we need to use that experience and how you can be flexible and fast in further reforming. You look around Europe at this time, what do you see? UK division, strikes at every corner. Germany the same, France the same. Across Europe, people are at disarray in government. What we do is we work in partnership. We work with the unions and the employers and the environmental and other NGOs so that we do get a pay deal. So we're not stuck in the same chaos that's happening in our neighbours. And we should not trip ourselves up and put ourselves into that chaotic position. This government is functioning and working because it's working with other elements in our society to deliver a secure future for our people. In housing, no one has a monopoly on the desire to house our people so that our children and their children ahead of them can raise a family safely and securely and affordably in this country. That instinct belongs to everyone, on any side. Do you think that we do not want the same? Disagree. And what I say, Pearse, is I see slogans and the politicalisation of Anna, what you said, and I'll give you one example of, if I could give you one example of that. Because, yes, we're absolutely fixated and determined in trying to prevent homelessness. But for not a single member of the opposition this morning, to refer to something that was agreed last week that's fundamental, significant, not conservative but progressive, which was the decision to put in a safety net so that we help and try and prevent that. You have not mentioned that once. It will be introduced on the 1st of April. If you're really interested in this issue, and if we're really interested in protecting it, then the safety net which we decided last week, that if someone is in social welfare, if I could make my point, if someone is in social welfare and is at risk of going into being evicted, we've expanded the tenant in situ programme so that the local authority, if I can make the point, Deputy Howland, if I can make the point, we've expanded the funding and made sure that there will be no limit to the availability for that to protect those people, but not just those in receipt of social welfare. We have provided additional grant funding for someone will have the right, the first right of refusal in anyone, which is the vast majority. What I hear, if I can make my point, Deputy O'Brien, I listen to you with respect. I listen with you with respect. You need to listen to me. For those who want to purchase their own house, to provide shared equity schemes to help them do that. And where they cannot afford to do that, to have a mechanism where the local authority or the AHB purchase the property. Now that is new.
Minister,
that is radical and different.
There are 2 other speakers in the slot.
Beg your pardon?
There are 2 other speakers in the slot.
I will conclude with that. Let's not just do slogans. Let's not play politics with housing. Let's work on real solutions.